to talk about something I really haven't talked at all about, and that's a parenting idea or a tip, I guess. I don't really feel qualified to talk on this type of stuff. Grace is only, 7 years, so we only got 7 years under our belt here, and that custom manual that was made for how to raise our daughter, we ended up forgetting that at the hospital, so we've just been winging it here. But about a year ago, my uncle had, me and him were sitting down talking at a family event, basically. And we were pondering the world's problems, and in that conversation, I pretty much asked him, I said, what do you think is the number one thing you did as a parent to help raise your kids? And the thing that he said kind of caught me off guard. It was something that was so simple, but really made a lot of sense. And he said, every month I would try to set aside a block of time with good quality conversation with each individual kid. So he had 4 kids, and the way that he did this is every weekend he would take one of the kids out and they'd go out and have breakfast. And his thought and his theory behind this was that, one, it would get them to know each other better, open up communication, and start building trust. So as they get up into their teenage years where you start getting challenged and trying to figure out who you are, it's a little bit easier for them to come to you looking for some guidance and advice. And I thought that was such a great idea, because definitely what I like to consider the danger zone, that 15 to 24 years of age. I know at that time I really felt like I was invincible. There was a lot of different peer pressure type stuff that was going on around me. I was trying to figure out who I was. And a lot of those things that are landing on your plate at that time could very well have a big impact on the rest of your life. You're starting to learn to drive, sex, drugs, starting to drink once you become 21. I mean, there's just so many different things that are landing on your plate, and if you make some poor decisions kind of going through that part of your life, granted it can definitely happen outside of that, but that's really like the big danger. Most of the people I know that are still struggling with certain things generally stem back to around that time frame. So it was kind of an interesting discussion. So that's one thing I've been really trying to put an effort in, and it's not all that often. Maybe we go out every week or every other week or something like that. We'll just go up, like the other day we went up to our local bakery, and me and Grace sat outside and we just ate a donut. So it cost us $2 and a little bit of time just kind of hanging out. And kind of the conversation isn't super in depth at this point, but I'll tell you, this last 7 years has gone by really fast, and another 7 from now and she's in that teenage time frame. So it's a pretty interesting thing. So last weekend my wife ended up coming up because we had some other errands to run while we were down in town or whatever, and just kind of got me thinking about that. So I filmed a little bit of that, and I thought I would share it because it is something that we're working on, and I think there's some value. I guess maybe we'll find out here in a couple years down the road, but really hoping to build that trust and that communication with my daughter. Granted, I don't need to control her life, but it'd be nice to help guide her in some certain areas as she's trying to figure out herself. So just a pretty simple little thing, doesn't really cost a lot, and I do think it really could have a big impact, or something that I'm striving or trying out as a parent. If you have something that you'd like to share, what do you think is one of the best things that you did as a parent? Or maybe if you're not a parent yet and you're someone in your youth, what is something that you wish your parents would do? I'd like to, I guess, have a little bit of a discussion on that, or hear your input on that, because, like I said, that manual, we ended up leaving that at the hospital and just kind of flying by the seat of our pants. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Going towards it.